Hello there. Welcome back to my channel. Yes, I know I've been making these low effort videos, I guess you could say, but these have been a bit comforting. I guess I wanted to make a video or something before I disappear for a whole week to focus on school because I start tomorrow. And it's 12:23. So, I'm tired. This week has last week has been quite a doozy. A lot of distraught, a lot of heartbreak, a lot of disappointment. Realizing that I'm better off not getting the things that I want, you know? Expecting people, expecting, already painting an image of someone that never really existed. You know what I mean? That never really ever, that picture that I painted of this person never really existed. You know what I mean? She never existed. Who am I talking about? I know I'm not even gonna say who, but if you've been paying attention, I think you know who. But I'm not gonna go into full detail yet. But last night I was met with a discovery, and it wasn't something I wanted to see, and I wish it was better, but it really goes to show that she never really existed. That idea of someone that you have in your head, and then they turn out to be something else, someone else entirely that you never even expected. And even if you did, you tried everything to get rid of that fact. But they never existed. That's how I see it. I guess it's like that quote from Jake from Adventure Time. What was it? My friend John, he talks about it all the time. He says it all the time. I have my cup, my favorite cup. And I think it was an episode where Jake, he has his mug or something, and he talks about it being his favorite mug. And he throws it out I'm sorry, my roommate's in the bathroom. But anyways, he throws it out, and it's his favorite mug too. He throws it out the window, and now it doesn't exist anymore. Because I can't see it. It was something that I knew, and it non-existent anymore because I made it non-existent. It was his favorite mug, and he threw it out the window, and he said it's not his favorite cup anymore. It doesn't exist. So I'm saying this to say that I made a discovery these past few days. I made a discovery, and I made a discovery that the person that I've been longing for doesn't exist. Not to say that they never mattered, or they're not a real person. That's not what I mean by they don't exist. What I mean by is it's like a figment of my imagination. I had an idea of them, an idea that they were different from everyone else. They saw me. They saw my love for them. And I find out that they weren't ever that person. And it's disappointing. It really is. It's disappointing to have an idea, an image of someone that they've shown you. And it's obviously, that's just deception, to be honest, but it's just disappointing to finally think differently of someone, to finally know that's at the time that someone has your values, or you think they do, and just to find out that they were nothing like you at all. They're just like everybody else that has disappointed you. And what I encountered last night when I looked at that message, that dreadful message, I wasn't resented. I just didn't expect that from that person that sent it to me. And it was just more of a disappointment than a bitterness and a resentment, because a disappointment of knowing that that thing that person had that existed that no longer exists, meaning that person never existed, or not that person ever, well, that version of that person never existed. So anyway, I know I'm saying this vaguely, but I really want to make it a habit of not oversharing, and I'm trying my best. And I will talk about it. I will talk about it eventually, but the wound is still fresh, and I'm just trying to come into terms with her not existing. That doesn't mean I'm not gonna see her when I walk and turn the corner or whatever. I'm gonna see her, of course, but the idea of her, what I've seen her as, she doesn't exist, and it's hard to know that you've known somebody, you've been in their presence, you were entrapped in their presence, and now you've been shown that they were never present, you know? So I'm just coming to terms with that, I guess. Let me know if I'm oversharing, of course, but don't want to make it too depressing or nothing, but I guess that's where my mind's been. I've just been studying classes and just thinking about a lot of things, but mainly discovering myself, I guess, and just knowing that she never existed. She never existed to begin with. And it's disappointing and it's sad to think about. Even though I want to hate her so bad, I don't. I just feel disappointed. It's like, and I told this to my friend, but it's kind of like having a student, a star pupil in your class. Everyone cheats in your class on all your tests, and you have this one student that never cheats, or it seems like he doesn't. He gets straight A's, some B's, some C's, but he's a good student. You know what I mean? He doesn't misbehave, nothing. And then a little later down the line, people start to get comfortable in the school year, and that student that you found to be your favorite, and that's a star, starts to show up late for class slowly. And he starts to talk and conversate. He doesn't listen to the class as he used to. He's not engaged in school. And then eventually it gets so bad, he does terrible in his classes. He went from getting A's to F's, D's. And you just see him fall. And you wonder why. You wonder why he's falling, why he's changed, what happened to him. But he will never tell you. Because the next day, you don't see him in class anymore. You don't see him in class anymore. And you don't see him the next day. And then the next day happens. And you ask some of your students, where's my star student? Where's my pupil? Where is he? He hasn't shown up yet. He's been a little off lately, not himself. And the students, they just say, he got expelled. You know? And as a teacher, I wouldn't be I wouldn't be, I wouldn't hate that star pupil. I just would feel disappointed because I thought that he would do better for himself because he showed the compassion to do better. And then when that time finally comes, he's nowhere to be found. And so I guess as a teacher, I have to keep teaching, even though that my favorite student is gone. I love all my students, but that student that left and just spiraled downwards, you'll never know where he ended up because he never existed. He did exist in your world. The idea of him as being a perfect student, an all A student, but he's not there anymore. He's gone. He's not in that environment. And I may have that memory of him, but he never showed up. He doesn't exist anymore. Not in my eyes. But I know he's still out there. Anyways, just a quick analogy, but I guess that's how I feel. It's just about her. It's just knowing I thought that she was all of this. Again, that star pupil. Someone that was so similar to me that shared all my values. I thought she was similar. I thought she wouldn't do anything crass or crazy or try to avoid things and do things just out of longing because I wouldn't give her the love that she wanted, but I turned out to be wrong. Anyways, but yeah. It's not that she never existed, it's that that part of her doesn't exist anymore. And it never really did. I just thought it. Anyways, I guess I just wanted to share that. Just been lost in thought. I would write in my journal, but I'm kind of lazy. And it's getting pretty late. But I'm going to leave you with this, okay? So I don't make it depressing and so you can learn something from this. Because I always want you to learn something from all of my videos. Well, not all of them, but majority. Is that even though that person or that idea of that person doesn't exist, that does not mean you don't exist. Your value doesn't go with that person. You already have the value. And if that person doesn't recognize it, so be it. Screw them. Wish them luck and keep going. And it's okay to feel, I don't know if you've seen my labeling video, but, in this society, a lot of labeling is very prominent. It's like you can't really feel anything without someone talking about either the past or the present, or the future, I mean. And they kind of do it in a way where it's like they expect you to move on the next day. Like breakups. Like, oh, it's okay, but you got plenty of fish in the sea, Like a branding type of thing. And I'm not necessarily too opposed to the idea. It just annoys me. So it's okay to feel. You don't have to think about tomorrow. Just think about how you're going to get through the day. So I guess I'll leave with that. A hopeful message. My week is going to go well. I just wanted to check in. And I like doing these videos. I really do. I really enjoy them. Talking. However, I am quite tired. I am not gonna lie. This is pretty lengthy. I didn't expect it to be 14 minutes. But anyway, I shall go, I guess. You're not gonna see me. Probably. Well, no, you aren't, because I got a low-key lock and I have class every day. So you're not going to see me for a week. I'm not going to lie. But I'll be back. And when I am, I'm going to be energetic. Hopefully. Get my replenished rest. And shoot. Ow. we'll see. You know what I'm saying? We'll see. You're gonna see. I'll be back. Don't worry. You don't gotta cry. I'll be back and better than I felt today. And not as disappointed. But she didn't exist, and that's okay. I guess that's the whole point of this video. But I shall go. Thank you for watching. Truly. And I will be back. I will see you when I see you. With a properly edited video too. But anyways, I guess that's it. And remember to drink your tea. And feel free. Ooh. Oh, look at me moving. I don't even know if you can see this, but anyways. Feel free to comment, I guess, what you think you want me to do. I'll do it, I got nothing better to do right now. I mean, on the weekends at least. So if you want to recommend things, you can comment those, Don't be shy to comment. I always read my comments. Don't be shy. Don't be shy too, because I'll definitely read them. I always do. I always read all my comments and respond to all of them, or try to. I know that's probably a habit that needs to stop or something, considering the fact that everyone else doesn't read their comment. I'm not going to be able to answer all comments, of course, but I'm going to answer it. I'm going to try it. I mean, I don't get that much comments anyway, so just like, come on now. Like, don't be shy to say anything. I'll respond eventually. But I am tired, I will not lie. I just wanted to make a quick, lengthy video for you guys and before our departure for a whole week and become tormented with grades. Anyways, but watch more of my videos and give me more of that click time. But yeah, that's it. I just wanted to share where my head is. And thank you for all the support. We hit 72 subscribers. All right, I need to leave because I'm gonna keep yapping. And I want to really shorten my videos down, bro. Like, I need to chill. I mean, who cares? Who cares if my videos are long? I don't know why I care. I just feel like no one will care to watch extremely long videos, but of me just yapping. But I don't really care. I don't care. It's not like I'm going anywhere at this moment. My life is kind of slowing down right now. So, anyways, all right then. What the fuck is that? Y'all saw that, right? What was that? Anyways, thank you. Remember to drink your tea. I'm gonna go to sleep.